Hi, I'm Scott Helmers, and I'm here today with fellow Visio MVP David Parker.
Hi, Scott.
David, you're going to talk to us about publishing to SharePoint today, is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
Let's see.
And it's not only SharePoint, it's Office 365.
Very good.
Which is based on SharePoint 2010, which includes Visio Services. In a previous video, I set up this data-linked diagram of a typical floor, office floor.
Okay.
Okay, and I've now changed it from being linked to an Excel spreadsheet to being linked to a SharePoint list within Office 365.
Interesting.
Okay.
So the list is out in the cloud, we're connected to it from this laptop.
The list is out of the cloud, it's connected to it in the laptop.
Right.
Yeah. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to choose Save and Send and say Save to SharePoint. Now I happen to have a recent location here, otherwise I could browse for my Office 365 URL.
Okay.
And I need to choose the web drawing. Okay,
that's a new format with Visio 2010, correct?
That is a new format, which is a really clever format. If we can read what it says there, it says data-refreshable drawing for use with Visio Services on SharePoint.
Great, let's go.
Okay, so I'm going to choose that now. And when I do a save, it's now going to go off and save it to, oh, I'm going to have to log in. Okay.
Good. So this, you have to authenticate yourself.
Yeah.
To get to SharePoint 365.
We do need to know that it's secure, don't we, in the cloud? Okay, and sign in. Okay, now we can now see that we are on the network of my Office 365 site. I've previously saved this, but I'm going to give it this wonderful short name down there and just do a save. So we're now publishing it back onto that URL. And there you go. It opens up automatically within my browser.
Okay.
And over here, I can open my shape information. And when I click on one of these shapes, what do we see?
This is great. This is just like I was using Visio, but I don't even need Visio to do this. All I need is Internet Explorer to view this drawing and explore the shape data.
That's right. Anybody who's got an account and got permission to see these drawings can see it, because another nice thing about this, it is permission controlled.
Okay.
So depending on the audience, you can target it towards particular people that you want to see.
Can I zoom in and out and that sort of thing, as I might in Visio?
Of course I can. I can zoom in.
Just the same.
I can move around. And you see how clever this is. So click on a space. Also notice at the top there, if I had hyperlinks on here, I could have multiple hyperlinks, which could go off some documentation. Maybe it's a room booking form that you've got to fill in online, for example, that you want to have, which is extremely useful.
All right. Now that we have this diagram out here published at Office 365, is there anything else we can do with it?
Yep, you don't need to keep it on its, at the moment it's one big page with just the drawing. Right. But I did mention it was linked to a list.
That's
earlier.
Right. So there's data in Excel, or no, data in a SharePoint list, isn't it?
Data in a SharePoint list.
That's right.
You can have external data and link through it, but the easier ones is Excel services or using a SharePoint Foundation list.
Okay.
So if I go to the Office Layout one over here, we can see that I've actually got the data that this is linked to.
Okay, so you've got two different web parts, one on the left that shows the SharePoint list, the contents of the list, and one on the right that shows the diagram from Visio.
That's right. And if I was to look at these particular conference rooms, for example, I can see they are listed over here. So let me choose something and edit it. If I look for Denmark in the list over here, which is just named the conference room, it's not the whole country. I must.
About the same size. But
I'm just going to choose to edit directly within the SharePoint list. And I'm going to assign this to one of the departments.
Okay.
So let's say this is being used by legal, for example, and I save that. And when I save that information back, you can set the refresh period for the consumers of that information.
Okay.
And we can see it's now being refreshed on the right-hand side, and hey presto.
Look at that. The shape data is now reflected in the data graphic that's applied to the space in the Visio web drawing.
That's right. It updates the information automatically. Therefore, you can see that we have a complete integration of data and graphics.
That's great. What David has just shown us is a really extraordinary set of capabilities that allows anyone with a web browser to view source data, make changes to that data, and have those data changes be reflected dynamically in a Visio drawing published to SharePoint, in this case on Office 365. Thank you for your attention and for watching this video.
Thank you.